Hello everyone. So in this video we will see how to create server using Express. So I will open this folder using code. This will open in VS Code. Okay. So and I also open Git bash here. So you can see we are inside Express folder. So in order to initialize our node project, first of all we have to go inside our Git bash and I will write here npm in it. This will initialize our project. This will create package.json file inside our folder. Let us wait for some time. Okay. Okay. Now we can see here that package.json file is created. Package.json file basically contains metadata about the project, like the name of the project version, the main file, and all other details like all the dependencies which we're gonna install. Now, since we are creating server using Express, I will install Express. I will say npm I Express. This will install Express. Okay, so here we can see that the dependencies Express. As I have installed Express, we can see dependencies as Express or any other dependencies which we gonna install. We can see it over here in package.json file. Also, the node modules are folder is created. Node module folder basically contain all other sub dependencies like Express may depend on some internal. I mean, Express may internally depend on some other dependencies which will be stored in node modules. Okay, now I will create one uh, for new file called index.js. This will be our main file. So uh, we know that there are two types of modeling system uh, in node. One is called ES6 module and other one is called as common JS module. ES6 is a new syntax in which we use import and export type of syntax. So I will use that. So I will write here type. I will write type. So here you can see that it is common JS and module. So I want to go with module. So I will go here and I will say import express import express from express. Now I will create instance. I will say const app is equal to express. So this will create our instance. I will initialize variable app is equal to express. Now I have to create server. I will say app.listen app.listen. It will take two parameters. First of all, it will take the port on which it will listen, and second one is a callback function which will be executed once server is started. Okay, so I will say log console log server is listening on port, and I will give the port. So you can give any port basically, no issue with respect to that. I will say const port is equal to, I will give it on 3000. Okay, so once this server will start, once this callback function will be executed and we will get this output. So now I will create route. So I will say app dot get is a one of the http method. There are different type of method like delete, post, put, and get is one of that. So this will take two parameter. First of all, it will take the path I will say it is home page. So I will say it's home. And second one it will take is a callback function which takes basically two parameters. So it will take request comma response object, and I will say return return JSON. So I will write return. I'm sending a response. So I will say response.json. Response.json will be, I will send an object. I will say um, success. Success is equal to true, and I will write a message. I will say this is home page. Okay, basically it has access to request object and the response object. Request will have access to the details which the user or the client will send from the front end, whereas the response is a thing that we will give as an output. The response we are sending, this is in the form of JSON. JSON is basically a format. Okay, we can also send JSON or we can simply send text. So I will write one more get route app.get. And say suppose I'm writing a different path, say suppose product, or I will say ping. Okay, and I will give a callback function which has access to request comma response object, and I will write return response dot send, and I will write this is ping. Okay, so now I will execute this. I have to say node index.js. So we can see that server is listening on port 3000. Our server has started. So now I will go in the tab, and I will write localhost. We have given 3000, so we'll add 3000, and our path is slash home. So if I save slash home, see, you can see here success is equal to true, and okay, this spelling is wrong here. This is home page. So if I write slash ping, I will get this as a response. All right, so different routes can be made. Basically this routing layer is supposed to be stored in route folder, and this function which is executed is called as a controller. This is the controller function. So this is how we have created the server using Express. That is all for today, guys, and keep coding.